The woman suddenly discovered her mother-in-law had put medicine in her porridge, but instead of confronting her immediately, she waited until mealtime and right in front of her mother-in-law offered a spoonful to her husband. Unexpectedly, her mother-in-law knocked the spoon away, telling Annie to eat her own portion. Annie immediately demanded to know whether her porridge was something Jack shouldn't eat. Faced with the question, the mother-in-law was left speechless. Furious, Annie stormed into the kitchen. Jack was still confused. Then, Annie found the medicine box and brought it out. Only after opening it did Jack realize what had happened. Beside them, his mother was visibly panicked, stammering without a clear explanation. Seeing the situation, Annie knew pressing further would only ignite a full-blown argument. So she took the medicine box and left for work. At home, Jack confronted his mother. Finally, she admitted she had spent $5,000 on a so-called fertility drug from a dubious source, claiming it would guarantee pregnancy within 6 months. Jack was shocked that his mother, a teacher, would believe in such folk remedies. But his mother only felt wrong and defensive. Meanwhile, Annie had the substance tested. To her astonishment, the results showed the medicine was nothing but ground soybeans, corn, and wheat harmless food powder with no medical effect. Jack found it almost laughable. His mother had spent $5,000 on powdered grains, but Annie complained to her husband, saying she couldn't stand people scheming behind her back. Jack could only smile apologetically and try to calm her, gently reminding her not to make a scene about it that evening. However, one conflict had barely settled when another arose. Hoping to make amends through chores, the mother-in-law unexpectedly found a medical form on the table. Opening it, she discovered it was Annie's consent form for an abortion. Enraged, she immediately called her son, demanding he come home at once. As soon as Jack arrived, his mother thrust the document into his hands. Annie's name was clearly printed on it. Jack couldn't stay seated any longer. He rushed straight to Annie's office.